It's been a little more than a year since I've bought a new MVS cart for Neo Geo. Most of the non-fighters that I've wanted to get are either hard to come by, ridiculously expensive, or in the majority of cases, both of those things. Regardless, I still look from time to time and was recently feeling the urge to expand my collection a little further. I went out and I made a purchase. Alright, here we go. The box you'll notice is from Japan. The Neo Geo is quite a worldly thing to collect for. I've had games come in from all over actually, pretty much every continent with the exception of Africa and Antarctica. I just recently worked a deal for some carts from Brazil as well, which I'll have to show at another time. Okay, here we go. The first 2018 Neo Geo cart for me is Neo Bomberman. All things considered, it's in good shape and it has a decent label across the front with just one minor cut. I know MVS carts aren't the sexiest looking games out there, but I do appreciate having a label that is at least somewhat passable on my games. I typically won't buy anything that is too ratty or torn. You'll also see a lot of games that have the serial numbers cut off, and I typically won't buy those either, and I certainly won't pay a premium price for them. Also of note, I always buy English labeled games for my collection, and again, that's just personal preference, but in this case, Neo Bomberman only ever came out in Japan, so it's really Japanese or bust in this case. MVS labels are generally fairly bland since the carts were really intended to live inside of an arcade machine. It's cool to see the little Hudson Soft B on this one though, I really like that. There are a few other extras in the box as well. We have a few arcade flyers. I actually really like the artwork on this one, it's very 90s. Also in the box is the mini marquee, which is faded as they so often are, but this one also is sadly cracked. I don't read Japanese, but I suspect like every other cart set I've seen, this page is the dip setting sheet for the game. Next topic, while I have this in front of me, bootleg carts. The first Bomberman for Neo Geo, Panic Bomber, is a pretty commonly bootleg cartridge. You'll often see these listed as 100% working in eBay listings as opposed to 100% genuine. I bought Neo Bomberman without seeing pictures of the boards inside, which, I don't know, it's not an overly critical thing to see unless you're paying outrageous money for something and you want to be absolutely certain that it's genuine. Having unboxed and held this Neo Bomberman cart, I feel pretty good about its authenticity though. This is an original label, not a reprint or reproduction. That said though, there are two ways to go about verifying this. One is you can kind of get a light in the vent holes and then eyeball the boards. Your ability to see inside of the cart is going to be pretty limited and you're only going to be able to see the top of one of the two boards. If you don't spot any EEPROMs though, you're probably good to go. The second thing you can do is open the cart up. In doing this, you need to be really careful, and I almost wouldn't even advocate doing this unless the situation calls for it. Remember, the labels on the front are paper that are now over 20 years old. Any slight bending or pressure is going to crease or tear them, so you have to be really careful about not opening the cart more than, say, 30 degrees. Once you do though, you can then slide the boards out and compare them to pictures of authentic boards that are hosted over at mvsscans.com. I'm opening this for the purpose of the video just to demonstrate. Again though, this is kind of an unnecessary risk to take unless you're really questioning the authenticity of a game. It's not that you can't do it, it just takes some precision work getting the boards out and then definitely aligning them again when you want to slide them back inside. After getting this one open, it looks like the boards are 100% legitimate when compared back to the pics hosted on the MVS scan site. So we have a genuine game here. These boards are also really clean. This looks like it was pretty well kept. So yeah, overall this is pretty great. I finally have Bomberman for the Neo Geo, and since I literally just opened this, I haven't spent much time with it, but it's definitely one I'm looking forward to playing and probably even placing inside of my MVS cabinet from time to time. Right now it's obviously up on the Astro City. I suppose the hunt is on for Panic Bomber. It's more of a puzzle game, but it's still in the Bomberman family, and now that I have this, I want that. And that is it for today, everyone. Thanks for checking out a little more Neo Geo with me. I'm still working on quite a few things here, but yes, Polestar is coming. That's definitely happening. It's just really slow go right now. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Later, guys.